So I'm working on this 2006 Duramax, putting an AirDog 150 lift pump in it, and it came with this suction tube. It says for the 165 that it's required or it could void your warranty. Mine's a 150, it's the 4th gen, but it did come with this. So I decided to go ahead and install it. There's a lot of videos about installing the lift pump, but I didn't see much about installing this in the tank, so I was going to show you how I was going to go about doing that. I have the tank dropped and hanging about where the straps go. They say not to set it on the floor because it could push up on the bottom and throw your measurement off. So basically you drill a 1-inch hole in here and then run this down and then measure the distance and cut it. I'll show you that how I'm going to do that. So I got the hole drilled, and then I'm going to put this in there. I measured from here to here, and it's about 5 3/8 inches. So I got my line marked. I just used tape right at 5 3/8. So I got the holes drilled right across the end line there, and then we got to cut it right in half. So the idea is that it'll be able to suck up fluid even if this is touching the bottom of the tank there. I ended up using a straight bit just to get the holes straight across from each other, but now I'm going to go ahead and clean it up with this one. It says not to use anything over a 1/2 inch, but I'm just going to clean the holes up with this step bit. That should be good, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it so it ends up looking like that, and we'll go test it out and see how it fits. So it looks like it actually came out really well. I'll try to get you guys down in there so you can see. I think that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to get the nut in the bottom of here. So I got the fuel line fitting on here. I'm going to go ahead and install this permanently. Here's the nut and washer that will go on the bottom side of there, and then I will update you when I got everything together. So this line right here, which I already have it disconnected, is the factory suction line, which they say to get rid of that. That's the line that connected to this one here, and it comes out, it's this one right here. So our to the engine line will be connected to that line up there, and then our return line will go in the filler neck, and then this one will be our supply, and that will come from that one. So I got to make up those lines. And then the kit came with this little cap and clamp that will cover this here. Since it's no longer being used, this is taking the place of this. So I got this line pushed into this fitting. I dunked this in oil and it just pushed on real easy. So I'm gonna get it plugged into here. And that snapped in super easy. And then I'm gonna get the tank up to where it goes and get all the lines run. All right, so I got everything all installed. The tank is back in. So this line is the supply line. It runs back and up right here. This is the one that comes from the pickup tube that I installed. And then it goes through, comes out, goes back up to this one right here, which is this bigger line right here. That goes up to the engine. And then this is the return, and that comes around and it goes into the filler neck right here. So I got everything finished up last night. I know there's a lot of videos about installing these lift pumps on these trucks, but I hadn't seen anything about the suction tube, so thought I would make a quick video on that. It may end up being easier to just take the bed off, because disconnecting some of those lines can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Definitely doable drop in the tank, but I hope this was helpful to somebody. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to you. And thanks for watching.